Absolutely. So I'll start with an example of myself so that you guys can kind of get more of a true to life scenario. Basically, when I first started entrepreneurship, I was in hustle mode, and there's nothing wrong with being a hustler, right? You need that hustle to be able to create longevity in entrepreneurship, to really bring yourself to the table every day, right? But what I didn't do before I became an entrepreneur was the internal work. And I was not yet self aware of some of my triggers. I wasn't yet self aware of motivators that I had, things that I was inspired by, how I am financially and how I handle my business, even right down to managing other people. So, what I would often run into when I first started my entrepreneurial journey was just clients that I didn't necessarily want to take because of their personality. And I would attract those types because I was really in survival mode. I needed to make this money in my business because I had to walk away from my job, right? And let's be honest, when you're a new entrepreneur, most of the time, the money that you make in your business, you ultimately take that money and you recycle it in your business. And you rarely have much left over to take care of your personal life, let alone do extra things or try to scale your business. So, really, what you're doing essentially is taking care of two households. You're taking care of your own household and you're taking care of the business. And it puts a strain on you, mentally, physically, emotionally, relationship wise, financially. And it puts you in a position where if you have not checked those triggers and some of those anxieties and other things that you may be dealing with, may it be depression, um, different things like that, it will come out. And so I had experience where I was getting clients that were coming to me and they were using their last. And if I didn't get them the results that they felt that they should have had, then it somehow became my problem and was all on me. Even though I gave them all of the tools and resources that they needed to be successful, a lot of people shy away from the work. And that comes from being self aware. So, what I tell entrepreneurs now is it's cool to identify your triggers, right? Like, what makes you mad? What makes you upset? What makes you determined? What makes you feel sad? Different things like that. But identifying the motivator behind the trigger is what's going to get you the biggest impact when you are studying your self awareness. So, for instance, I know that I'm triggered um, in a positive way when I get a new client because I know that that's going to be incoming money, right? But what's the motivator behind that? Because I'm going to need this motivation, whether I feel like waking up tomorrow and getting on my Zoom or whether I just want to bed rot and scroll on TikTok all day. I'm going to need this motivator. So if the motivator is not rooted in positive thinking, right, or something that's not a limited belief, then I'm only going to be motivated to make money when I don't have enough money in my bank account. Does that make sense? So it's
Yeah.
like, yes, I'm triggered and I'm excited because I got a new client, but I'm only motivated to try to go get new clients when I don't have any money or my bank account is starting to look scarce. And so if I continue like that, then I'm going to continue to operate in survival mode in my business. I'm never going to get those dream clients, right? I'm never going to charge what I'm worth. I'm going to accept just anybody who throws money at me to help me soothe that trigger. So just being more self-aware and understanding what is motivating me to be a better entrepreneur and taking what I learned through every interaction and putting that to use for growth rather than saying, oh, this was a problematic client. Let me assess what really happened in this interaction. What part did I play? How did this start going left? And where could I have corrected it early on before it got to this point? What will I do next time? And how will I go into this next time? Am I going to go into it with confidence? Am I going to go into it at ease and not in scarcity mode? Am I going to, you know, dial it back. And if this client does not fit with what I'm offering, then just let them know, hey, I don't think this is going to be a good fit for you. Currently, this is what I offer. Should you need this particular service or a product going forward, then we can revisit, you know, getting you signed up. But, you know, right now, I don't offer what you're asking me. And so what that'll do in the beginning is that'll stop me from placing limitations on myself. So if the client is looking for more and I'm not offering that with that particular product or service, I'm not going to overextend myself trying to make sure that I'm appeasing this client with everything that I got when I know that I set my parameters on this particular product or service. And I'm not overextending myself where this person is getting more out of me than they paid just so I can say I got a couple of dollars in my pocket.
Girl, you like said a lot, and that was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. A lot of things you were saying, like I was just thinking about times where like I've been through things where clients weren't necessarily like my target audience, or you know, just different things like that. And